Hey guys, hey, I missed you so much. What is going on? What's popping? If you can't tell, I'm excited to be back. It's so funny because before I got on this video, I was tired as hell. It took me everything to come do this video. But I am so excited just to do a reading for you guys. I'm going to start with Cancer because we're going into Cancer season. I think I'm going to double back and hit Gemini because it's Gemini's birthday month. And who am I to not give somebody their reading in their birthday month, you know? But I think I'm going to double back and do Gemini after I do Cancer. And I'm doing Cancer because that's where I left off last time. And then Cancer, you do have a birthday coming up, and we're about halfway through Gemini season. In another couple weeks, you know, at the end of June, we will be in Cancer season. So you guys, I'm glad to be back. I guess I'm gonna have to get my following back up. All my subscribers that are still subscribed, I love you guys. Thank you guys. You guys were awesome to me while I was on here. Tarot really helped me through a time in my life. It helped me find myself. As I always tell you guys, always been into astrology, always been into spirituality, but tarot really did something for me. But lately, I have been going through a lot with my jobs and home situation since December. So just coming to a point where I really have the time to put back into the tarot. And I hope you guys forgive me for staying gone so long. I see it's a lot of YouTube readers, but you know, ain't none of them like me. So, I mean, it is what it is. And like I told you guys before, even me, I watch people's videos, but I'm very picky about who I would choose to watch, who I would choose to get readings from. It's like a select few, and I've seen so many more tarot readers come on since I started about 2 years ago. So hopefully you guys find the videos. We can pick back up where we left off. As I told you before, want to do other stuff, want to talk about some fun and different things, just like social issues where we can pull the zodiac signs in and talk about the zodiac signs. Kind of how I did the Remy Ma Nicki Minaj beef based on the zodiac sign. We can talk about some TV shows, current events based on zodiac signs, and just pull astrology and the zodiac signs into all of that. So while I shuffle the cards, I'm just gonna talk my shit, and I'll put when the video starts for anybody watching for Cancer down in the comments below. So you, like I said, it's a lot of readers out there, but you know when I do my readings, I'm just gonna give it to you straight up, not sugarcoating, not fronting, but not gonna make everything negative and bad for you either, because there is positive and negative to every card in the deck. And it's so funny because, like I told you, I've been really busy, been working really hard, and haven't had a lot of time to come and do the tarot. I'm a Cancer, so you know, like, if my mood ain't right, and you know I'm putting my energy on other stuff, then it's like I kind of put it to the side. But you know, the tarot been calling me, because you know it'll start calling to you like, come do me, you know you need to come do me, you ain't done me in a while, come do me. And I just been really ignoring it, haven't came to do the tarot. And it's so funny, as soon as I sat down, because you know, like I told you before, if you familiar with watching my videos, Madam X here, I told you I sage, I light my candles, like it's like a ritual every time I read tarot. I never really read tarot without doing it. Like I might not light all of my candles every time, but I definitely sage around the house, unless rare occasion I don't have any sage, which doesn't really happen. And then I'll definitely light my candles. So I was like, I'm gonna go do this tarot reading. I know I need to put it out. I know they need it. I know you guys miss me. I really want to see what's popping with Cancer, especially me being in Cancer. And as soon as I sat down in my seat, and it's like an altar on one side of my table and where I read the tarot on the other side of my table. As soon as I sat down in my seat. Now this candle, you know the 7-day candles, I have some of those, but they're pretty much burned down. I need to replace the 7-day candles that I had, but I have pictures of my ancestors who have passed on to the other realm, like leaning up against, so like pictures, funeral obituaries, things like that, leaning up against these 7-day candles. So, as well as offerings to my ancestors who are still here with me in spirit, and they're here with you too. As soon as I sat at the other side of the table, like I didn't bump the table or anything. I sat my phone on one edge of my table because that's what I'm recording on, and my candle fell off the table and it was like a loud clunk. Now it's empty, so it's not as heavy, but there's still, those are pretty big glass candle jars. I mean, it could have broke and shattered in half. The candle did not shatter. It just fell. I have a rug under my table, so it fell on a rug. And I think it rolled onto my hardwood floor. And then the picture that had knocked it over was a picture of my dad. My dad's obituary. So that was him like saying, girl, where the hell you been? You ain't been down here. You ain't said nothing to your ancestors. You off in the matrix, and you ain't really... I've touched my cards here and there, but I'm telling you, for like the last couple months, it's been ignoring everything over here. So they like, you ain't touched. He like, girl, I'ma hurt you. You ain't touched these cards. What the fuck is you doing? What is you doing? So I'm like, oh no, baby, what is you doing? So I said, all right, Dad, I get the message. I'ma sit my ass down. I'ma light my sage. I'ma light my candles. I'ma do it the right way. We're gonna do this for Cancer. So this is gonna be mid-June to... I'm going to say mid-July, because it's you guys' birthday month and I love you so much because I'm one of you. I will probably come back and give you a whole new July. But let me not make promises I can't keep. Y'all know I'm famous for doing that. Let me just get these out the way first. Lord knows if I'm going to get through all the signs. I hope I do, because I really have missed you guys. I'm just shuffling and cutting my cards. We're going to do a love reading. It's going to be really quick. I'm not going to keep you guys forever. Rider-Waite Tarot deck, of course. Romance Angels deck. And I may clarify with the playing cards. I didn't want to talk you guys to death, but I need to shuffle them up. Even though I shuffle them, I haven't used them in a minute, but I'm going to shuffle them just because. But what we can talk about really quick is right now, shout out to all my Geminis. If you're watching this and you happen to have a sun or rising a moon or rising in Gemini, shout out to all my Gemini people. Happy birthday. I have some friends with some birthdays in Gemini season. It seems like it's a lot of Geminis, and they make like the best entertainers. Like all of some of the really, really good entertainers that I've liked over the years have been Gemini. Andre 3000, Biggie, Tupac, I'm not a huge Prince fan, but Prince. Who else? Everybody that makes, like, a lot of freaking people. Almost it seems like more than half of people that make really bomb music or in the entertainment industry are Geminis. But hey, I guess that's not surprising when you got the planet of Mercury there, which could make you a really good orator, good with your words, good with your mentals, good with your speech, good with conveying your intellect. Some people may be very intellectual and smart like a Cancer, but may not be as good as conveying it as well as wanting to be out on front stage. Gemini is an air sign, so they like to be social, like to be seen, like to be in a crowd, and they're ruled by Mercury. So that really does explain that. So happy birthday to all of my Geminis. At the same time, we have Mercury in Gemini, so this is really Gemini's time right about now. You guys are like feeling yourself and expressing yourself and feeling good and talking your shit. Go ahead, Gemini. Venus in Taurus. So everybody wants to have a little pleasure. Everybody wants to play around a little bit. Depending on what house that is for you, You want to play around a little bit? You want to have some fun? It's in my 11th house. It is intercepted in Aries. So, I don't know. I always like the luxuries and pleasures. But Venus in Taurus, so it's a great time for love and relationships, romance, sexual pleasures. Venus is in the sign that rules Taurus. Jupiter has gone direct in Libra, so bringing some good creative luck and energy. So Cancer, I believe it's either going to be in your 4th or your 5th house. For me, it's the 5th because, again, if my Taurus is... my Scorpio is intercepted in Libra. So Libra's in my 5th. So Cancer, that may be you guys' 4th or 5th house. So creativity. You may be, if it's in your 4th, sprucing up your home, having things look nice. With Jupiter in Libra, good energy when it comes to make a decision, friendships, partnerships, anything you want to do to expand your horizons, and things like that. Expand your business circle, expand your friendship circle, or expand your relationships with creativity and equality. It is is a good time to do that with Jupiter in Libra. Saturn is still retrograding in Sagittarius. I mean, we all know what that means. That is bringing, you may want to do some far out things, but Sagittarius is telling you to rein it in, tighten it up, make your dreams a reality. Sagittarius is the wanderer, the far off dreamer, but they do things, they get things done. But Saturn is saying, don't be so all over the place. Necessarily as a Sagittarius would be. Don't shoot for every single thing. Really make your dreams a tangible reality with Saturn and Sagittarius. And it still is retrograded, so maybe you'll see some things move ahead when it comes to the things that Sagittarius has to deal with in the house that you had that in, as you see Saturn go direct. For me, it's in my 6th house of work and health and things like that. So trust me, I have been feeling that. I don't know if you guys, it's like, it's funny getting older. It's like every year is something different. Like right now I'm going through this bruising on my leg that I just saw one day. I have no idea where it's coming from, but it's like every year is something different. And I consider myself like still young. I don't consider myself old. I mean, I'm no spring chicken. I'm over 30. I'm in the 35-ish range. But damn, it seems like I was just 18, 19 the other day. And it's like you feel good and then you just turn around one day, you got a back pain. You got ass pain. You got leg pain. You got foot pain. You got a head pain. I'm like, what the hell? I don't even look like that. Why I feel like that? So, anyway, yeah, Saturn and Sagittarius, personally in my 6th house, it's not necessarily going to be in yours. Yeah, it's been crazy. And just a quick run through, because I'm almost done shuffling these cards. You got Pluto in Capricorn, retrograding, Neptune in Pisces. So you got a lot of dreams going on. Neptune in his home sign of Pisces. So really making you think about what you want, getting away from the ordinary. Just want to break loose. Because I'm telling you, if I could just like quit the 9 to 5 and run away and just backpack to an island, and like my sister said, sell seashells by the store and read tarot for y'all, I would do that. But I got bills. Right now, the moon is in Capricorn, which I think it's going to change tomorrow. It should be moving into Aquarius. Yeah, it's going to be in Aquarius tomorrow. But for the last hours of today, it is in Capricorn. So you may be like, let me tell you what the moon in Capricorn is. You know, I like to relate astrology to real life things. So yeah, I read about the planets, I read about the signs and all of that good stuff, study that. But I like to bring it to a real world example. So let me tell you what the moon in Capricorn was for me today. I'm ready for it to be in Aquarius. I am ready for it to switch. Capricorn is my opposite sign, so I loves me a good Capricorn. Love a good Capricorn. But I was in a don't fucking get on my nerves today mood. Like for real. Anything they asked me to do at work, like we had a meeting that was supposed to go till 5. I'm like, I'm out of here at 4. And don't ask me shit else about it. I'm gone. I've been here since damn near 6. I'm out of here. Like, it don't work like that. Like, the Capricorn moon today is like, it don't work like that. Like, you know how you had them days you go with an attitude. Like, if somebody say something today, like, I ain't for that bullshit today. Like, that was Capricorn moon. So, basically, Capricorn moon is that Saturn, that devil influence. It's like, you stern. You ain't really playing. Like, you ain't going through no emotional cancer type fits. You know how you feel, and you ain't to be fucked with today. So I'm looking forward to that more expansive, that more higher thinking, that more open, open to relate with other people, open to others' opinions, open to think outside of the box, just more open Aquarius moon tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. And what else you guys want to talk about? We talked about Venus, Jupiter, Saturn. Uranus I think it's been in Aries for a minute, so we ain't got to go through that. You know, it takes Uranus forever to transit. Talked about Neptune. So Pluto and Capricorn, I mean, we can get into that in the next video. Check out my next video. So you guys may want to check out the other signs too, because I do talk about where the astrology is at the time that I'm doing that particular sign. But I had the cards shuffled. The ancestors are here. I know they're here because my father was talking to me as I sat down. I miss my pops. I miss my daddy. But Cancer, let's go. Let's see what's up with you. Oh, I know it is. I know it is. Oh, Cancer. Oh, let me tell you. Okay, I dealt these cards, and it don't take me nothing but to just look at the card really quick to see what the deal is. But let me just tell you what I was going to tell you that I was talking so much I forgot before I even looked at these cards. And these cards just kind of solidify that. I was going to tell you, you're in the mood for something sweet. That's the message that I had for Cancer before even starting this video. You in the mood for something sweet. And it was another part of the message, y'all, and I was so excited to talk to y'all. I totally freaking forgot. But it was another part. I'm putting down these cards. It was another part. Oh God. It was, Daddy, it was, man. Oh my God. Cancer, what is going on? I'm not even gonna draw no clarifiers on this, because y'all talking to me. The Cancer energy is talking to me today. So there was another message though. Like, y'all wanted something sweet, and I think the second part was, and you're gonna get it. And looking at this spread, that may definitely be true. I mean, so let's jump into this. Cancer, you guys have been concentrating on work. The first card I got is the center issue, the focus, for the cards I lay. And I interpret them. I know there's all different kind of spreads, but I kind of put the cards where I lay them and I read them how they come out to me. I don't follow any one specific flow. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I know it's going to resonate to some part of your life. So you guys have been really, really working hard. You haven't been paying attention. You haven't had time for a lot of things. Didn't I just say that? I mean, I have the 7 of Pentacles here. So you've been really, really working hard, and you've been concentrating. Whether this is on your life, getting your life together, getting your health together, clearing up some past issues. It has been a cycle. It has been a time where we are closing cycles, where we are closing doors to the past. We're really getting, because it's one thing, especially for the sign of Cancer, it's one thing for a relationship to end, or it's one thing for relationships with friends to end, for jobs to end, job situations. And I want you to understand, when I say relationship, I'm not necessarily talking about one-on-one romantic relationships. Things go deeper for water signs and for other signs who have certain placements in their chart, in emotional areas of their chart. And things go deeper with us. So when we end certain things, so it could have been a job you were at for 5 years, a job you were at for 2 years. It could have been a phase in your life where you were used to doing a certain thing, or eating a certain food, or going a certain place, or hanging with a certain group of people. And when those things end, you don't necessarily, Cancer, end it at that time, or really, it might come to a physical end, but it takes you time to bring things to an emotional end. And that is what you've been working on as well. So it's just not about the job. Yes, you've been working hard. And if say you don't have a job, you've still been working hard, thinking about how to change things, how to get your life where you want it to be, knowing you have to take certain steps, you have to close certain chapters, you have to open yourself up, you have to do certain things, you got to make certain moves to get to where you want to go. So it's really been a process for you to get, it really is closing a certain cycle in your life. And let me think, what's 27? 7 times 4, 7 times 5 is 35, 7 times 6, 42. So you're coming to a place, and I'm not looking at how long it takes all of these transits, the Saturn, the Uranus, let me see, Pluto, some of those outer planets that bring heavy cycles that last for years, depending on your age and where the planets are in your chart, or just the planets period. It doesn't even depend on where they are in your chart. That's going to indicate more of the focus of those areas of your life. But get into those ages, like say right around like 7 to 10, 17 to 21, 30, like 37 to 40, or 35 to 37, and then like 42 and things like that. Certain cycles close with those major outer planets. So you may feel like some real changes coming about in your life. And I'm not necessarily talking about physical changes. I am talking about changes that come from inside of you, deep changes where you really say, wow, I don't think like that anymore. I don't need these certain things anymore. I have really had a change of thought processes. I have had a change of how I think about things. And it may have come, I'm sure it's come from things you've gone through in your life and things that have happened on a physical plane. So when I say you've been deep in this work mode, you've been deep in this cycle, you've been deep in this karmic cycle that's been going on in your life for the last few years, few months, even few weeks, but I'm talking years. It's really, you really have been entranced in it in a deep level, and you're starting to see things really change, and a change that's coming from deep within yourself, because there's a new beginning. You've wanted a new beginning. You've wanted new opportunities, and they are there. So I want to say, for anybody that's watching this, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you're watching this for a Cancer that you're interested in, that you deal with, family member or something like that, definitely Cancer, as well as the water signs and some other signs too. I'm telling you, I'm going to start taking notes. Like I said, I'm getting older. I guess the brain is the next thing to go, God forbid. But I'm going to start taking notes, but I observe astrology in everyday life. So it's good. You know, you got to study, you got to read it, but then I go out, talk to people, and look for examples of how this is playing out in the world. So I'm going to start taking my notes, but there's several signs that have been going through things, not just the water signs, but there has been several signs that have had things particularly hard before, you know, certain planetary shifts and changes. So Cancer has definitely been one of those signs that's been going through those things with work, friendships, job, love relationships, all of that. It's been up in the fucking air like somebody's juggling and then wasn't there to catch it. All of that's been going on for the last few years. And you just have really been wanting a new beginning, a new start, something like I talked about, karmic, because what's been going on is karmic. It is not just the mundane things that have been going on. 7 is one of those karmic numbers. Like, it's not just one of those mundane things that has been going on. Oh, you've been going through this issue, you've been going through that issue. No, something, and that's what I just said. Something has been happening on a deeper level, a past life level, a karmic level, things you had to clear up, things that are meant to happen as you come to really understand your life and who you are and who you're meant to be. And I see that you've wanted this new beginning, and a new beginning is absolutely gonna come. Your cups will overflow in whatever area you need. So anything that you may be going through, and let me tell you guys, just to see these cards on this table, I don't think you know how much they touch me. I don't think you know how much seeing these cards on this table, for me to be that Cancer and to know where I've been and where I'm going, or get an idea of where I'm going, this is a really, really touching reading. So, like I said, you're releasing some things. And this is across the board. This is a love reading, but I feel like this pertains to so much more than love. I have Release Your Ex on the table, and I can see the release, and I can see the karmic cycle that you're getting through before I even look at that Release Your Ex card, because those were karmic bonds, some type of marriage in the past, some type of relationship, some type of something that was your stability that you're moving away from. But the thing is, something is rushing in to provide that again. The offers are coming. The opportunities are coming. Keep your eyes open, Cancer. And I feel like a lot of you Cancers out there, you're going to be pregnant within the next, what I want to say? I'm going to say 7 months to a year. You're going to be pregnant within the next, oh, am I still recording? Okay. You're going to be pregnant within the next 6-7 months to a year. You have the Page of Cups card on the table, and you have the Children card on the table, and you have the Calling Your Soulmate card table as soon as you release that X card table. It's not the person for you. There's another person for you that you are going to feel. Like I said, it is a karmic cycle ending, and it is meant to be. It is meant to be that you move in the direction that you're going to move in. There is offers of emotion on the table, offers of opportunity, offers of deepening your understanding of things, further studies of things, travel, Even if you guys, I don't really feel like it's moving. I feel like it's more fast travel or fast moving happenings in the workplace towards a relationship. Almost like you meet somebody, this is a soulmate person, because you've been working on things for the last year. Remember I said you've been working on some things on a deeper level. So it's when it happens, it's not that it's happening so fast, it's that you have been working on it. So it is gonna come to you and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I didn't think this would happen again. I didn't think I would be here, but I'm here. And it's going to lead to the stability that you thought you had, the things that maybe you lost sight of or you lost hope of happening, because Cancers, you can get in your emotional moods, and their opposite sign is Capricorn and Saturn does play a part. Whatever your opposite sign is, including where Saturn is placed in your natal chart, but natally, just according to the zodiac wheel, before you even talk about your birth chart, Capricorn is opposite from Cancer. It is your opposite sign. It is Saturn that sits on Capricorn, that rules Capricorn. So it's always going to have a direct effect or have a way that it plays out in your life as a Cancer. And you guys, as happy and as peace-loving as Cancers can be, you can have that devilish, that down, that depressive mode. You can have that mean side as well, depending on if you're dealing with a Cancer operating from the lower chakras or the higher chakras. So, that Saturn does play a part. So you may have been in a place where you moved on, but you didn't move on, but you're truly moving on. It's truly a thing where you look back, you appreciate, and say, it's good. It's good because what's coming is fucking great. You know what I mean? And it's easy to say something is good when your future is so bright. Past is okay, but the future is bright, and it's going to rush in. It's going to come in. And it's regarding that work. It's regarding the stability, and it's regarding these opportunities. So just make sure that you are keeping your eyes open. Make sure you keep your eye on the prize. Make sure you pay attention to what's going on. Keep your emotions even keel. Continue to work on yourself, because what's going on is you've been through some things, and like I said, when it comes to the job, when it comes to the home, when it comes to material things, and now it is time to reap your rewards and to have things divvied out to you fairly. At the same time, like I said, Cancer, when you're clearing up things, you're taking care of things, make sure that includes bills, money, anything where things really mean something to you. Yeah, we all have some petty bills at some time. And I know this is personally true for me. Now, I wasn't thinking this coming in. I try not to always relate myself to the readings, but they end up pertaining to me without me pulling in my personal situations. But just looking at this Six of Pentacles that was on the bottom of the deck, it's funny it came out because me in my personal life, I am making a point to sort out some things so that I can do more as far as property and building up and different things like that. Really make that life, that stability, that family, all of that kind of stuff. So you may be sorting out some bills, getting your credit together, cleaning up some of this shit that you've been through for the last few years, because you finally see the opportunities and being able to do it. And also, I'm feeling thankful that you have these opportunities. I mean, it's all I can get from this reading, Cancer, is it's your world. It is your world. Whatever you want, you can have it. It's there. Open your eyes and look. Put yourself, realize that you are wonderful. You have a lot to offer. Come out of that shell. Get in your fancy clothes. Put yourself out on Front Street. Because it's already there. It has already been written. It's already been said. It's already happening. You're not going to believe it. After you hear this reading, you're really not going to believe it. I mean, how things will be coming to you as we get towards the end of the year. And the things that you have wanted. The very things. This is a love reading, right? And I see work. But what I see on this card is marriage, dedication, stability, hard work, emotions so joyful you cry. offerings, babies, making love, urgency, rushing in, traveling because of your work, traveling because of your relationship, fairness, things being done equally, you no longer feeling like things are unfair, or you're getting the short end of the stick. Especially if you're one of the Cancers who you have put in the work, you put in the time, you put in the dedication to make changes and to do the right things in your life. So Cancer, and I'll give you a run through of the cards. Like I said, the placements are neither here nor there, just in case you want to interpret them how you want to interpret them. But the cards on the table with the Seven of Pentacles, and all of these are upright. You didn't get not one reverse card in this reading, which is also amazing. I feel like usually no matter who I listen to, Cancer readings are not that great. Even when I do my own, and I believe in my readings 2,000%. So a lot of times I do not read for myself. I will pull daily cards. But, the mind is a funny thing. And when you expect the cards to say one thing, or when you go and you say, I just want a card for the day, I'm going to do this reading. If you ain't going to be honest with yourself and really read the card, or if ego is going to come in, or if you're going to skew your reading in any way, or if you can't handle the cards out. I mean, when you really take fervence to your cards, I don't like to read for myself. I truly don't. Because it's subject for you to make excuses, or for you to think the cards are going to tell you one thing and they tell you another. But it's so much easier reading for other people when you really don't have a stake in it, because you're not relating it to your personal self. Because the cards are real, the energy. It's not the cards, it's the person reading them as well. It is your psychic capabilities, your intuitive capabilities, your empathic capabilities, to be able to interpret the cards and really put them together and get a meaning and a story from the cards. And it's beautiful. This reading is beautiful. No major arcanas to say we're going to put you through this next lesson this next month. I mean, this month is more about learning from the lessons you've been through and reaping the rewards and seeing what's to come, and taking it kind of lighthearted, Cancer, having some fun. You know what I mean? And not fun where I'm saying, go out and party and do this, but just fun in knowing you are everything and everything is you. So cards on the table. I'll start over again. Seven of Pentacles. Like I was saying, all of these came out right. The only one that I'll say questionable, the bottom of the deck, the card, I hadn't even turned over the bottom of the deck card. I was holding it in my hand and the card fell down on the ground. But when I picked it up upright. So it's upright, and that was the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Things happen how they're supposed to happen. You can't make things happen with this. Well, you can, but we don't do that here. So, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Four of Wands, Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, release your ex, calling in your soulmate and children in your future. So, Cancer, love you guys. Hope you guys come find this reading, get back with your girl so we can talk our shit, have some good conversations, and I'll be back. It's funny. I didn't have no energy before I got on here to do this reading. I was about to lay down, and then I get on here, and I'm so glad I freaking did it. I love you guys. I love you truly on an empathic, on a soul level. I love you on a soul level, and check back with me. It's your girl, Madam X, Frequency Real Radio. I'm out.